my diary got passed around in another class, and my bio teacher saw like an entry about him that is so fucking embarrassing. And also like it revealed like the state of my relationship with my ex at the time, which was not good at all. So, first of all, when I went to my senior year, my junior year was horrible. I just moved into a new school. It was my first time in co-ed because I was in all girls school all the way before. I didn't have a single interaction with a guy either because there's no guys in my house, just my mom, my sister, my kasambahay, and my dog, who's also a girl, and also my bird. She's a girl too. So literally everyone is a girl. The only time I got to have interaction with a guy was when my cousin's dad, well my mom's brother moved in, and also his daughter moved in. So technically, I only had my only conversations with a guy was my dad, my uncle who was here, and my grandfather. So all of that, and I guess the first time I talked to guys in my junior year, it was really scary at first. And then I talked to them as if they were like girls, because that's what I've been doing my whole life. Whenever they did something that I thought was cool or like cute, I'm like, hey bitch, that's really cute, it's really cool. But then obviously they'd misinterpret that and think it's romantic. But I didn't know at the time, cause like I didn't know that guys would like think saying like, oh hey bitch, you look hot as fuck today. I didn't know, honestly. And my mistake. Okay, that's literally like over 10 years of me just interacting with girls, absolutely platonic. And also considering the fact that I'm not straight either, they would always take it platonically, even though I could be attracted to them. So there's that. And it was just absolutely horrible. Like my grades were doing fine, and honestly, my grades are fine in all throughout. But in the first semester, it was amazing. It was like all A's. But then in the second semester, like I experienced this tragic loss, and it kind of hit me a lot. And I was like, I'm not gonna spend so much of my life just like studying and stuff, because like the person that I lost, her dying wish was for me to spend like a good time in my life. So yeah, honestly, I don't really regret not really trying as hard and just getting like a low honors instead of like first honors. I was still in the honor roll, so there's that, and I'm happy with it. But then grade 12 rolled around, and it was much harder subjects, a completely new set of classmates that I didn't know how to interact with, and I was still scared that it would be just like before. So obviously, to top it all off, I had no friends because all of my friends were in junior high school. All I had was my boyfriend at the time, and my sisters at home, which I'm so grateful for, and my junior high school friends, which our schedules never really aligned. So I got a diary since I didn't really have any friends to talk to or vent to about like all the troubles I'm having. And the first day of school, I was so angsty. Okay, I wrote like, all of my classmates probably hate me. Look at my teacher. He's probably inexperienced, but he's in a subject I don't really like, so I don't know about this one, I might fail. Which, by the way, he's amazing. I don't know if he's gonna see this, but he's my favorite teacher. My sociology teacher. I'm so sad I don't have sociology in the second semester because I'm in a science-based strand. So, ah. Oh, but she's still my advisor, so I'm really happy about that. And um, here's where it gets kind of weird, because I wrote in my diary all the problems I had with my relationship. My boyfriend was all I had at the time. So like whenever there was like a problem, it felt like my life was falling apart. And there were problems. Okay, I don't want to get into details, but then this guy, I mean, we're still friends, but he was giving way too much attention to his friends compared to me. And I don't want to seem like that girl, like, oh my god, like, why aren't you like talking to me for like 5 seconds? You're talking to my friends. Please notice me. I mean, like, he would like never plan plans for me, and then only plan plans for his friends in like a week in advance. And like he would wait for his friend's class to end to pick them up and like go somewhere after school, but he never did that to me. Like I would always be the one to have to go to him, and like I guess gave them the treatment that I expected as a partner, but he didn't give that. And honestly, he did give it at first, but then I guess he was losing interest. We're not very like similar people, so I get that. But it really did hurt me at the time because I felt like I wasn't prioritized as much, because I would just stay because I would like take it, you know? And I was starting arguments, and I was saying I don't like this, but then like I was not really seeing an improvement. So not to blame it on him, but it was very painful at the time, considering that like he was my only friend, and how like I would he would make me go to his classroom, because he didn't want me to like spend time with the people in my class because they were kind of like mean to me or like bullying me ish because I wasn't really fitting in. And but because of that, I would only talk to him in his class because I'm not close to anyone else. I would also not get close to the people in my class, and he wasn't willing to go there too because he was uncomfortable with people there. So yeah, it was just this really incredibly messy situation. And now I realize that we're just very different people, and it's fine if we don't have the same priorities. But still, it's that, and it really annoyed me. So I wrote stuff. I was like, I feel like he's using me. I feel like he's using me. And I even wrote his name multiple times. So that was my first entry, just me venting and then like putting poems and then making a song about like how much I hated being in that relationship, but I couldn't break up with him because he was my only friend. So it was not that good, but it was my venting notebook. No one was supposed to see that. Everyone was just supposed to like. No one was supposed to like. That's where I put out all my emotions so that I don't take it out on the people around me. Do you get it? Like you need an outlet to put your emotions in, just so that you don't take out your anger or your sadness on others. You need to put that in somewhere that doesn't affect others, somewhere where you could process your emotions, let out all the bad juju, so that you could react rationally. So that's what I did. That was all my bad juju in one notebook that was not even locked, that's accessible to everyone who just saw like a red notebook under my table, and they would be like, oh, all your deepest darkest secrets. So yeah, not very responsible of me. I digitized my diary at this time. It's in a locked notes app, like a locked notes app document, like how God intended it to be. I was just kind of stupid and tried to aestheticize my life at the time. I'm like, oh, look at me writing in a little journal, like I'm someone from where before iPhones existed, like the 80s or something. So I'm just like, But even more embarrassingly, I put in my notebook, because in my first day of school, the only person that kind of like I thought was also depressed, just as depressed as me, was my bio teacher. So like I thought he matched my freak, but then I did not say, because obviously that's my teacher, and obviously anyone would get really uncomfortable, like, oh, I have a crush on my teacher. I mean, even though it's normal in high school to have a crush on your teacher, but it's not normal that everyone would know about it and like kind of like associate you with it. And I don't know if people who saw my diary know it's me, but anyways, I'll go back to the thing. On the first day of school, my bio teacher walked in, and I recognized him because he's one of the people that tutored me during a review center for like a college review program I had that summer, so I could pass like my entrance tests and stuff. And he was like that Gen Z kind of snazzy teacher. He has like the same style as like this aesthetic style that's kind of trending for guys right now. He likes the bands that are like the local artists that I also like, kind of. And he's kind of literally the adult version of my current boyfriend, which I'm not gonna say anything about, but like, yeah, just basically saying he's my type. But then I didn't want anyone else to know about that, not even my friends, not even my sisters, and I'm so close to my sisters. I wanted to put it in a place where no one else would see, where I could, let out all that bad juju so that it doesn't affect me in my life. So I put it in my notebook. My bio teacher is Howt, with like WWHAWT, Howt. And then like she thought I was writing my notebook. I was writing notes in my notebooks in the first day of school. And then the first day of school, they don't even like give any lessons. They just introduce what they're gonna teach. So I guess he like thought it was kind of weird for like writing down like our grade components, even though it would just be posted in the Google Classroom. So yeah, but I did note down something. I note down that our Google Classroom code for our class, so that I would save it for later, right? So next day I had my coding class, in which I brought my notebook with me, my BFF, my person that I would share all my secrets to, and I put in my notebook, I hope no one will ever see this. I hope no one will ever see this. So after that, I guess like it was a sign from God that everyone should see my bad juju, like everyone should like see who I am. And I never wrote my name there because like obviously I'm not that stupid. I didn't write my name there so that when people see it they wouldn't associate it with me. But I left it in that classroom. I forgot my freaking diary with all my bad juju, with all my secrets, in my coding class, which is horrible because that's the only class that people have to walk to, and like everyone goes there. So another class saw it and they were like, who's this? And they were looking at it and they saw the Google Classroom code and it was from my class. And they saw all of my reactions to my relationship at the time, all my venting, all my this and that. And then they saw the Google Classroom code, so they knew it was from my class. They saw the name of my ex, so they knew it was probably me. But then, to be fair, he has a common name, so. But then he also saw my bio teacher is out. And what's even worse is that the main advisor for that class, the main person that checked on that class, like the class advisor for that class, is him. It's my bio teacher. My bio teacher saw it. And I G-chatted him. Does your class have a red notebook? Are you looking for the owner? And he was like, yes. Is it yours? And I was like, yes, sir. It is mine. Can you please give it to me secretly? And then he was like, okay, sure. And then he said, and I said, did you read any pages? And he was like, I just skimmed through to see who the person was. And I saw Google Classroom code, so I knew it was from your class, which I went to your class and asked who it was in the morning. But obviously, I mean, I wasn't there. And even if I was there, I probably forgot about that notebook already. I thought I was at home. And then I was like, but then right under that Google Classroom code was the sentence saying my bio teacher is out. So it was like really embarrassing. And that's like the most embarrassing moment I've ever had in my life. So yeah. It was also like pretty nice how I really like the fact that he didn't treat me any differently that time, other than like whenever like he sees me, he kind of like after that day he kind of like smiles a little bit, he laughs a little bit. Maybe he knows, I don't know, but what I know for sure is that the people in that class who got my notebook to see who figure out who it is, they probably know it's me. They know my ex's name because he's a little bit popular, little bit popular because he's an athlete. But I don't know. I hope they don't know it's me. So whenever someone says the word hot with like a W in it, I get really traumatized. Okay, that's it. Bye.